Remo Ferrer does not want to be a soldier. He wants to be an avant-garde dancer. Shall we talk about it? Let's do this! Switzerland has had its first rehearsal at Eurovision 2023, and they have gone for a very artistic approach. The clothing is leaning high fashion, avant-garde, Zurich Fashion Week. This is something you might see created on a reality TV fashion show, not something you just buy off the rack at your local department store. Black is darkness, chiffon cutouts, cutouts of fabric so you see some skin on the dancers. There's a lot of running, a lot of... the movement is not your typical dancing. This is very contemporary. And it's an interesting take. I personally am never a fan of that type of dancing. I always think it just looks a little weird. Maybe I just can't access it. However, I like the running sequence. There's a running sequence, as you saw in the music video, where Remo is breaking free. He's leaving behind the real guns. Again, that water gun, squirt, squirt. He's finding peace. I think that looks good. He's forceful. I didn't know he could move. I think he's got some power to him. He's not just the sweet boy. He's a man. And that man...
Unlocked.
Yes. He's showing out vocally. I'm going to stop talking just to say I'm feeling a lot with this. I think the voice is the strength. I think he's got great presence. The overall package, without seeing the cuts, it's very difficult. So I'm going to reserve judgment. But I hope the dancing looks good with the cutting.
So it feels very clean, I think, doesn't it? It feels very kind of well rehearsed, very put together, almost like Switzerland itself. Very orderly, very polished. And that's great. I think Remo looks great. I love the trousers, actually. I'm in the mark of some of those. I suppose my question is, obviously the song, it's very heartfelt, it's very personal. It's in many ways the song itself is messy. Like, this guy is in pain, this guy is anguished, and I don't necessarily know with kind of such clean, polished staging whether that anguish is going to come across. And I guess this is a question, that I've got, and I'm sure will be answered in later rehearsals, but I wonder whether kind of that polish takes away from the sincerity and, what is kind of really heartfelt about the song.
Yeah, it's like polish can make things sterile.
Yeah.
It's a great aesthetic, but does it go with the music? Does it match?
Yeah.
I think that's my problem. I don't think the elements here all marry each other. I love Remo's voice. Fantastic voice. Such a powerful vocal, especially for somebody so young as well. And just, he really knows how to control his voice. It's very dynamic. But I don't really like the song. I really like the clothes. I really like the styling, but I don't think it matches Remo as a character and as a personality. I like the idea of having dancers on the stage, but I don't really like the routine. You see what I mean? That there's a lot of things here that they could have gone in a different direction with, and I think it would have tied everything together and made it more cohesive, but it feels like a battle. Maybe that's what they're going for with, Watergun. Is that too much of a metaphor? Perhaps. It's got the SJB polish.
Yeah.
We know that. Yeah. She knocks out this amazing staging all the time. But I do wonder why they've gone for the, I don't know, is it like rope linking together the dancers? Karia has already done
Very
that.
Sir Tabariner.
Yeah,
yes.
She is calling her. Yeah.
But Finland is already there. If Finland is right there and is one of the favourites, why would you go down a similar route? Because it's people aren't going to remember Switzerland over Finland's staging, so it's a bit of an odd one.
It's almost they were thinking too high level, like the man in tatters doing battle with himself, battle with society, people pulling him in different directions. I don't know if it's like a literal kind of representation, do you know what I mean? But it is strange. Did you notice the floor when he was running almost looked like it was rainbow? If you look, everything was dark, but you could see at a slight angle the floor, and it was like white but it had color stripes. Maybe it's just that was some production thing that doesn't show up on TV, but I was really confused by that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it with a really critical eye, but it's because I want Remo to do well.
Yes.
Switzerland had this huge push in 2019. They came fourth. 2021, they came third. Yeah. And then Marius Bear last year got 0 points on the televote.
But qualified.
He qualified, and it was, you know...
But there's no jury in this semi-final.
There's no jury here. Yeah, and he ended up with 0 televote points in the final. And I don't want that to be the case for Remo, because I think he's great.
That voice is for the final.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
If it gets to the final, I think it's going to soak up a few jury points. Not tons, but it's going to come mid-table with the jury.
That Watergun will have some water.
Yeah, but at the moment it's completely dry.
C9.
Those trousers are for the final too.
Oh, yeah.
Heliot Emile, Paris Fashion Week, AV23. I absolutely love them. The outfit, the fashion, I absolutely love it. I'm a huge fan. I need those trousers, but they are so damn expensive. But hey, you know those bands, you know, the setup and thing. I feel like this is like, you know, kind of like border, and then he wants to break them and then go through them, you know, kind of, you know, defeat his inner problems, inner demons, you know, kill the boss, kill the bitch. And I absolutely like this. Sasha Jean-Baptiste, she always slays stagingly. Like, she always does the best stagings. Except 2018 for Bulgaria, sadly. But that's...
Too many people.
Too many.
But that was Bulgaria's decision, not hers.
Yeah, maybe, we don't know. But I absolutely love this girl. She's iconic. And yeah, I just want to see more, you know, more of the staging. And this is what we have now, so...
I'm glad you brought up the SJB, Sasha Jean-Baptiste, because everything always looks perfectly colored and it pops like a music video. Every shot, it just boom. Like Destiny's performance, boom, boom, boom. These pops. So I think when we see it on camera, we might have more positive impressions. This is why it was nice when you could actually be in the press room and watch the performance. You didn't have to play this game of guessing. You actually knew what the holes were filled with. So we're at a disadvantage in terms of reviewing it. However, I'll just reiterate. I think the voice was on point, and he, the performer, seemed so confident. So lots of, you know, close-ups of him, that confidence, that voice, that will be impressive. Everything around it, I'm like, whatever. Because to me, this song is intimate, actually.
Yes.
And it needs to be all about him. So they can do their split, broken arm, you know, all that movement, you know, all this, all this like modern stuff. They can do that wherever they want.
Well, he fights the demons with his friends, his family. They help him.
Fair.
How many times has that been done, though? Like
Every year.
Rocks in 2021, and she was out of breath by the end of the performance. And so many people loved that song.
But this is not the problem here.
No, that's not the problem. The voice isn't the problem, but I'm saying
He's incredible.
They're dressing up so much around what is a good voice, and I don't think they necessarily need to.
And I think what was so brilliant about the pre-parties was when he just stood with the mic and absolutely smashed it. And, you know, it would be a shame if that got a little bit lost in the perfection and the polish, because, you know, this isn't, you know, this song isn't about perfection, is it? It's about imperfections. And
It's like you can go to Bergdorf Goodman in New York, posh department store, or you can go to the Wild Bazaar. And if I'm gonna have an emotional moment, I need to be in the bazaar.
Yeah.
You know, with the people, not with the ladies who lunch. And right now, these ladies are lunching. Oh, they got the pearls on.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see.
Yes.
We're gonna see. I look forward to seeing more, because what matters is that he is slaying, and as long as he's the center
he's
of this,
the main character, exactly.
Yeah. So final question for everyone briefly. Is this going to the final based on what you've seen today?
I'm going to give this one a tentative yes.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a borderline no. Probably in 11th place, but could change after second rehearsal.
Yeah, I need to see more.
Yeah.
Based
Remember,
on
we're watching in vertical as well.
Yeah. Having seen literally nothing, I'm giving this a borderline yes. No, I'm giving it a borderline no. Point of story is everything is up for... I'm on the fence. I'm sitting on a big old fence. Everything is up for grabs, and like we just don't have enough information. But what matters most is that he's slaying.
I will say this is the one I'm most intrigued by today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything else, I feel like I kind of saw what I expected mostly here and there. This one is what I had no idea for, so it's the one I'm intrigued by the most, definitely.
Well, that's what we think. What do you think? Is this Watergun shooting Remo straight to the final? Let us know here on Wiwibloggs.
And if you're in Liverpool, come and visit us in the Lush Lounge. Remo will be visiting us too alongside Alessandra. And throughout the whole 2 weeks, we will be serving you your book launch.
Oh my gosh, my book launch May 9th.
Plenty of Eurovision guests.
And follow us on wiwibloggs.com. YouTube, like and subscribe, comment, hit the bell, all of that, and on social media. Sinan, where are we?
Love you so much. Keep glowing, keep slaying, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. We have lots of content.
Dusha Zlato. Bye.
Bye.